talking about why you should have high standards. Okay, let's get started. So, you should have high standards because you are worthy of love and you should never settle to get love. And by you having a high standard for yourself, you letting the guys out there know that this is your standard. And if they can't meet that standard or whatever you want, don't waste your time on them. Don't pay them any attention and keep walking. Because I guarantee you, if you're here and they're down here and you want to be in a relationship with them, you're gonna lower your standard to meet them where they're at. And now you're settling. And you're degrading your value and your self-worth when you settle. So you should never ever do that. And you should always know who you are and whose you are at all times. And sometimes by having those high standards, people are not going to want to talk to you. They're going to think you're too good for them. They're going to think you're just this person with just all these ridiculous, like, high standards. It's ridiculous. These standards that they can't meet. And those people are the people you shouldn't be wasting your time on. Because I guarantee you, if your standards are realistic, like, you can't be unrealistic, right? If you want a good man, if you want a man that's caring and loving and he's just all about you, then you shouldn't go for somebody who's going to give you the bare minimum. You're letting them know that, oh, it's okay, I guess I'll just get the leftovers. It's okay, like, I don't really want more from this relationship. I guess I'll just settle, and I guess I'll just lower my value, and I guess I'll just do this. You're letting them know that you don't see yourself as this person, like a queen, right? So never settle. Always know your worth, especially when it comes to these guys out there, because they will play you. And if you don't know what your standard is, then don't go into the relationship. Don't go into dating anybody until you know what your worth and your standard is. Because I guarantee you, it's gonna save you a lot of heartbreak, a lot of tears, a lot. Once you know what your standard is, nobody can play you. Nobody can come into your life and tell you you're worth $100 when you know you're worth $10 million. Nobody can come and tell you what you look like, who you are, because you already know who you are. You already know what you look like, right? So if you know you're a 10, don't settle for a 4, right? Like, you know the standard and the quality of a guy that you want. And it's going to be so tempting to settle. It's going to be so tempting to just give up on this standard thing. But don't do that, because the moment you do that, you're just setting yourself up for failure. And you're going to be in a relationship where you're unhappy, miserable, and the guy is not cute, is not attractive, he's doing the bare minimum, and you got to pay for everything. You got to do everything for this person only because you settled. And you're looking at other couples like, I wish I had what they have, and I wish that I could be as happy as they look, because you're in a relationship where you're not happy and your relationship is not thriving the way it needs to be, because you know you settled. So stop chasing dudes that don't want you. Stop lowering your standard. Stop literally lowering yourself to be with dudes that don't want you. And know who you are. And you keep this mindset about yourself, your crown will fall. You're the prize, just like the men are the prizes. But you don't let that phase you. You walk with purpose. You walk with grace. Do not try to change a man or give that nice guy a try. You keep about your business. Do you, and just learn to love yourself. And so when a person comes into your life that looks like the right person for you, and you talk to this person and you know this person can give you what you need, then go for it. But do not go into any relationship until you know who you are, until you know what you bring to the table, until you know what they bring to the table. Because if you do that, You won't have to face any heartbreaks. I promise you. You don't have to face any difficulties in your relationships. And that goes for like not just relationships, but that goes for friendships. Because friends, they're gonna play you. But don't worry. If you keep these things in the back of your mind, you don't have to worry about friends doing you dirty and going behind your back and backstabbing you. So continue to keep your eyes on the prize, which is Jesus, until he brings you those friends, he brings you that relationship. So therefore, you never have to settle again for the rest of your life. The only thing you should be doing after the fact is settling down, not settling for anything and for anybody. So I pray and hope that you take something from this video. I will see you in my next one, and long live King Jesus.